Hey everybody, welcome back to another RCS War recap video. You can see that we did lose against AwMiNo in our last week of CWL. We had an incredibly good start from our Town Hall 9s. I'm just going to scroll back all the way to the beginning of the war. We had a slight misstep early. David had a fresh 3. Shahin, fresh 3. Shahin cleaned up. That's the one that I just showed you with that mass hog. Maw, fresh 3. Trap, fresh 3. Fridge, fresh. PS cleaning up, Tristan getting 99% fresh, Worm fresh, Sam fresh, Green fresh, and then we started falling apart a little bit from there. There you see Worm, man, good war from him. He had a 6-pack, all fresh. Really nice, really nice from him. Moi had another one, Shahin did, and I think I mentioned that already, and Kelvin did dipping, which he's been doing just great with that. I'm going to get right into the replays because I do have a lot of them. First, I'm going to show you myself hitting number 1. Full disclosure, this was not, we didn't get a scout, but another one of our Town Hall 10s did attempt to do this. And we kind of planned together. He ran the first attack because he was free, and I cleaned it up in the morning. And you know, we went over it together. He brought 2 poisons because he was worried about the CC. I was not worried about it. My initial idea was to quake open this area and get my queen charge all the way to the town hall and clean up with some baby dragons. He brought less baby dragons, more loons, so I did adjust from his attack. He certainly helped, but mine did not go according to plan as his did. The queen was walking around the base this direction and ended up standing right where this cannon is, hitting the town hall, and he froze the eagle a second too late, and his queen actually died, so from there it was like, well, the raid's over, because he wasn't able to get to it. You'll see, my queen does not go even close to the same direction. So he started the same way with a couple giants. I brought an extra wizard because mine are not maxed yet, and I just wanted to make sure that I got those 3 buildings down. And the point of doing this is to make sure that the queen walks to the west. So perhaps I dropped her a little bit too far to the east, because you'll see in a second here, she does not go to the west. I dropped that balloon because there was a seeking air mine there, and I was hoping to snag it before it took out one of my healers. Didn't matter because my healers didn't go that way. My queen didn't go that way. Trying to break into the wall here, get the queen to reroute, and I dropped the wizards over here. And the baby dragon, he dropped his baby dragon right here and his wizards right here to get the queen to go in at this area. So I did have these funneling troops, and I dropped them actually too far. If I dropped it a little bit closer and took this out, then perhaps I could have gotten the queen to go in. Takes out the king right here, no poison, which, man, I kind of wished at that moment that I had one, but I didn't need it since the expo was the only thing locked on. Takes out this elixir, and I'm going, okay, she's going for the expo. No, she's not going for the expo. So I decide to wall break and make sure that whatever I have left is able to go in there. Now, thankfully, in the clan castle, I do have bowlers. Get the ability going there, take out those skeletons, and get her out of range of that inferno. I do have bowlers, and I have my king, so I'm deciding at this point, you know what? All I need to do is get them in by that wizard tower right here, and I can get that town hall no problem. Now, those were just a last-ditch effort because she was hitting the wall, and I wanted to see if I can get something else there, but I couldn't. So there goes the king, and there go the bowlers. I do still have 2 rages that I didn't use on the queen because she didn't go the way that I thought she was going to. So there's your first rage. I'm going to pop the king's ability after he gets hit here. And I'm going to drop the second rage. Now that earthquake, I had planned on using that on the town hall, and you saw me just pop it there just in case. I don't need a poison. I really don't, you know. There's the second rage, just taking out as much as I can. Make sure the bowlers get it before they get taken out by the balloon there. And now there's a haste. Good haste usage by me. Give myself props. Try to just make sure that I get that archer tower down so that my baby dragons can get as much value as possible. I knew that Tesla was there, but I didn't care. I wanted to get as many buildings as I could, and that was the side to do it since this side had all the air defenses. I did drop baby dragons there because there were like 4 buildings that were easy to get. I missed that 5th one. But pretty decent percent, but it was just really good recovery by me that I wanted to point out. I was very happy after getting a little bit nervous, but I didn't freak out, and I made sure that everything got done right. I'm actually going to start at the bottom and work my way up. I'm going to show you number 25, Fridge here. This was, I try not to focus on it. People were criticizing me, but this was fresh. We were concerned, and we spoke about it, and he tested it, and he thought that if he dropped 2 skeleton spells on the wizard tower to distract it, and then the rest of them on the queen, that he'd take out everything before the wizard tower just wrecked all his skeletons. So he's going to rage it up, drop 2 right there, distract that wizard tower, gets the queen very quickly, and then goes for the king, and this was a scary moment because it went for the king before the CC, but he does get the CC taken out. If you don't know, if you kill the CC before the troops come out, then the troops never come out. Okay, so the point is that he's getting that, and he's getting the queen at the same time, without using his heroes and without using any troops aside from just spells. Now, he has no spells left, but he's got, I think, a Pentaloon here, a Pentalaloon. He drops 2. And then the third one's going there, and it's just really slow. It's so slow. Those loons, they're like molasses. They attack faster, but they don't move faster. Should point out he comes in from behind the air sweepers. They were both pointing south, and he came in from the north and the northeast. To avoid that, he's got his heroes on the back end here, taking out Wizard Tower, which is nice. The Expos are grounded, so that was a plus for doing this attack on this base. Good scouting, good execution, good idea, making sure that everything was going to work well. He scouted everything nice beforehand and made sure that it was going to work. So a really nice job by Fridge. Fun attack. I think you did see this type of attack on YouTube, and I know that one of our guys used it in a previous war. I'm not sure if I showed it. I think I did, but fun. Nice to show different stuff. Number 24 here, Moi, one of the guys who had a 6-pack this war. He's been using this stoned hobo with double jump a lot lately, and he gets a humongous funnel here. He gets, like, this is not just clearing the flank. This is clearing an entire side plus, like, 3 buildings on the flank. He gets that first jump in, no need for wall breakers. Those tons of wizards are going to take out some defenses on the side. Triggers that giant bomb with his golem, which is nice. He's got the bowlers working in, and the queen is going to come in a second after the king goes down. And even if she circles, which actually she might after those CC troops, it's not a big issue. Those bowlers are in the center doing work. Drops a poison here on that queen after the second jump. No, that's the other raid. I'm sorry. I'm mixing them up. And I like that he does this. He does it in his other raid too. He comes from the opposite side of the queen. You know, a lot of the base meta right now is this compartmentalized CC, queen, and whatever else is going to be over there, enticing you to come from that side. Because pretty much phase 1 of every type of attack is to do queen kill and a CC kill. And Moi is just disregarding that completely. That's the benefit of the double jump, is that it gets his kill squad so deep that he takes out the CC and the queen, regardless of which side he comes from. Super powerful attack here by him. He's got a humongous pack of hogs left that are going to work around that base on cleanup. His queen did die in the CC encounter since the pull was a little bit weird, but otherwise, very clean raid by him. Nice job there. Moving down the line, there were a lot of good attacks, man. Patriot, one of our guys that goes relatively early. I wanted to point him out because look at his heroes. He's got 1121 heroes. This is not somebody that you would think would be in CWL, but his bases do great. He defends like 3 to 5 times. I think one CWL match he was in, he defended 6 times. So he's a great base builder for us. And we don't have a base building team. You just do it on your own, sort of thing. And you know, we're not the most well-versed, let's put it that way, in the war community. We're very new to it. 6 months ago, we were a casual war clan that wasn't doing anything of the sort, and we've really taken a turn in this direction, and you know, we've been doing great. I just sent a clan mail before that, you know, we won our potluck match last time that we did potluck. We just beat a minor war league clan, which is a legitimate clan. They're a huge family. They have like 3 clans, I think. You know, we're making progress, man, and we might not be uber competitive in the CWL scene yet, but I believe in season 2 that we are really going to be. I mean, we were in a hard division, and we did hold our own. Like, we were really far ahead in this war, and we were thinking, like, we were hitting like a 80% hit rate for Town Hall 9. We're thinking, wow, we're gonna get so many scouts, and things just, it's not perfect yet. It's really not perfect. It's a steep learning curve, and we're doing our best to overcome it. So, point of me talking about that is that we don't have a base building team like a lot of these bigger clans do. So everybody's just kind of making their own for each war, and you use good ones that you've seen as kind of a guide. You look at aspects of it that are working really well, and you use that in your base building. But yeah, I mean, we had a couple guys that weren't able to make this war, so we did have to put Patriot in. Typically not our first choice, just because he's got a level 11 king. You know, it's nothing against him, but he's under leveled for what this should be, and his weight's pretty heavy. He's a 67. It's not like he's a 64k weight Town Hall 9 with an 11 king. So really good job holding his own in these wars. Just big shout out to him. Lot of credit for what he does in terms of base building, scouting, and he's very active in friendly challenges. He's a good asset to the clan. Hope that he sticks around. Moving down to 22, we got Trapper, one of the guys from Highly Active, one of the clans that we kind of partner with for these sorts of things. They had a great war. Worm, I showed you before, and I'm going to show you, I think, one, if not two of his attacks here in a minute. Yeah, just one of them, actually. They went 3 for 3, the guys from Highly Active, in fresh 3 stars early on in this war, so they did great, and they're great to have on the team, and hopefully they'll be with us season 2 if and when we're accepted. And I remember talking to Trap about this, his entry being a little bit off, and seeing he wanted to jump over this air defense. Originally he was going to jump over here, I think, and we talked him into doing it over here just in case he didn't get that queen. But the queen walked all the way out, man. This is really far for her. I thought that she would step up by this gold mine or by this cannon, but she stepped all the way out of the walls, and he got her nice and early. Drops the skeleton spell to distract her. Didn't really need it. Could have saved it, but not a problem, of course. They're going to start moving on and go towards that king. They're still spawning down there. Pretty funny to see that. And he's got about 20 hogs, I think he had, and he's got a couple heals for them. Those bowlers are still up in the middle. They're going to take out a couple more defenses. I think that archer tower goes down, and the other one is not going to go down, I don't believe, but his hogs are mowing through the base. He's got one heal down. The second heal is going to be totally fine for that. Getting them ready for the Tesla farm right there. Heavy DPS area, especially with that wizard tower. We're going to hit the pack in a second there. So, real smooth. Nice job. He's already on cleanup at this point, essentially. Pretty quick attack, too. Did lose a couple, loses all the hogs at the end there, but the heroes are going to circle around the base and do fine. That golem is up in the middle, going to bust through the wall, and then aggro. There you go, that cannon. And there it goes from the wizards. Nice job by Trapper. I'm going to back out here and move to that next raid, which is down on number 16 right here. Moi. His second attack. And here you go. This is what I'm talking about. He's got that double jump. Queen is on the other side of the base, thinking everybody wants to enter from that side. And this is different. The CC and the queen are not even close to on the same side. Pretty unique base. Mass goblins in the CC with a Valk and a baby dragon. Poison's going to do work there. And again, he's got a huge funnel. Look at that. He's taken out the entire northwest side, and he's taken out both corners, the western corner and the northern corner. So his bowlers are going to go in. His king and his queen are going to go in. This time his queen does not circle the base, which is nice. And that golem went for a nice walk there. You see that? It was going to go down the side of the base with those wizards, and it just rerouted. Man, 20 tiles. You know, something that we noticed too is the golems used to not target outer defenses unless if they were more than 8 tiles away. And there's that poison I was talking about before, saving a poison for that back end queen. So it's just not wrecking those bowlers as easily. I think a level 30 queen takes out CC bowlers in one shot, so nice to save a couple bowlers there. Not much to say about the raid. He crushed it again. Just wanted to show it because I freaking love hogs, man. Forget all these Laloons. They're no fun. Uh, I love it. And soon it's going to be like, well, you're showing too many hogs. You got to start showing loons more. But we noticed that golems are not doing that 8 tile rule anymore. It used to be if, a defense was right here, you could count 8 tiles away using the walls, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you drop the golem on, like right here on this barracks, it wouldn't walk over to that defense. Instead, it would beat on this wall or this wall over here for the defense that's over it. I don't know when it changed. Maybe it was in the patch notes and I didn't really read them. But golems they're going for walks, man. And sometimes it was negatively impacting us, but now we're kind of used to it, so we're adjusting for it accordingly. But I don't know when that changed, but it certainly did. Here's number 14. Worm is hitting it. Again, he had those 2 fresh 3 stars. One of them was a little bit sloppier, so I didn't show that one. This one was very clean. Like it a lot. Sitting here thinking for about 30 seconds. He's going to get that countdown, and at the end of the day, it's a sub 2-minute raid. Look at this. There's going to be a minute 50 or so on the clock when he actually starts dropping troops. Actually less. Minute 45, it starts counting down in a second here. It's giving him the 3, 2, 1. There you go. A minute 40. It's incredible. So he's got the CC pull right there with a giant and a hog. Giant tanking for that hog to jump over the wall and get all the CC troops that he can. Did not know what was in there. So it was valuable that he put the giant and the hog, because if there were mass goblins or something, and you see that there were a bunch of goblins, then he would be sure to get all of them and not just a portion of the CC. Because essentially he's suiciding his heroes. He's not expecting to get them deep. He doesn't have a heavy kill squad. He's got a golem with a couple wizards and the king and the queen, and that's it. He's not even funneling, really. He's just trying to get in there, get the queen, get the CC killed, and pick off a couple defenses if he can. He's not expecting to get deep. He's not trying to get that expo. He's not trying to get the sweeper that's in there. And good job by him. I talked about this in a previous video. Don't wait for the queen to die. Just start the Laloon portion. Okay, he's got 1 sweeper there, but it's not really affecting his pack of loons. Drops the queen ability, does get the expo. Not sure he was expecting it. I don't think he was expecting it, but he did get it, which is nice. And he just mows through this base. Compartmentalized base that you could use hogs on, but he just sees it as an opportunity to shred it with these loons, and he certainly does. That hound, I don't believe, will pop, which will hurt him on cleanup, but he's got a ton working up there. He drops an archer on each of those buildings. No corner Tesla. There, actually, it does pop. Bad on me. And he drops that last 2 loons on the clan, the town hall. Saves a poison. Real smooth raid. Nice job by Worm. And again, hopefully him and all the highly active guys are going to be coming back for Season 2 if and when we are accepted. And the last raid I'm going to show you is number 12. We have Shahin. I wanted to show you his second attack. His first one was this mass hog. He actually used the same army as he did the first time. The CC was even the same. So again, looking for things like this. Queen is right by the CC. Very easy to get. Okay, he's going to get the lure with the baby dragon. Baby dragon's going to help. Early poison drop, which is nice. He does save a poison for the skeletons, just in case there are ground skeletons. And you never know in a base. You could argue that they're going to have ground, they're going to have air, because Town Hall 9 is just, it's a crapshoot right now. Both of them are very viable. It's strange. We're struggling in some regards at Town Hall 9. We did have so many fresh 3 stars, but then we wasted so many attacks on cleanups. The Town Hall 9 really, at the end of the day, hurt us. They started us so great, but then they hurt us. And the hog pathing here wasn't great, which is why I didn't show this one in the kind of like the tutorial video, if you want to call it that. He loses a lot of hogs over here in that Tesla farm, which he was not expecting in the middle there, I'm sure. So again, that's why I showed the other one in the like how to do this raid sort of video. But he recovers totally fine here, and the queen is still alive for anything else that needs to be taken out. He still has 3 minions in the bag that he can use for cleanup. He drops 1 on there. Drops one up there and one other at the bottom, I believe. But real smooth. He just had a little bit of a misstep in terms of how he pathed the hogs. Some of them went here to here, and the rest of them circled around the base just like that. You saw it happen. But in practicing, one more note about this raid, or this attack strategy, I should say, you really need to spam the hogs. You can't do it surgically. You know, some of the people were trying it because a lot of the bases were good for this, and people were trying it in friendly challenges, and surgical deployment was just not working. Just send them in packs. Don't worry about spring traps getting a ton of value and everything. Just send them. Heal them up, go. And you even saw in the other video, you could split them, and they'll still be totally fine. Great job from Shahin, one of the guys from Syria, buddies with MJ, and him and what's his name? Zane. They come over from Syria for CWL. Good job to AwMiNo, and good luck to everybody that's trying to get into Season 2. Hopefully we will get into Season 2, and if you're at Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10, you should check us out if you're interested in joining. We do require a password, as we are an RCS verified clan. You can find it at the Clash of Clans subreddit, and you can check us out on Twitter at RedditAceClash. I should show... There you go. If you're interested, there's our clan tag. You can see some information about us. And I already have to change. Good luck to AwMiNo, because that war is done. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Take care.